We were talking about that at lunch today, Neil. It's hard to believe how fast it goes by. It seems like it takes forever to get here, and then it's over before you know it. But excited about what we've got left. Still got a lot to play for. Obviously, the most important time of the year is right around the corner. We won 5 out of 6, playing pretty good basketball. So excited to try to keep that momentum going this week.
You kind of look at scenarios, Ethan, at all, kind of see where you're at, three.
Yeah, it's hard right now, Dana, because there's so many things that could play out. We'll have a much better idea after Thursday of what some pretty solidified, realistic possibilities are in terms of the tournament. We know we're not going to be playing on Tuesday. We know we've already solidified the bye to the Thursday game. Just depending on who we're going to play and whether that's going to be at home or on the road. Certainly think our game Saturday will play a big part in whether we get that home game or not.
I know, getting that bye and being in contention for, a regular season championship is always the goal for you guys, and it was, at the beginning of the year. Now that you've accomplished one of those things, securing that, not having to play that first round game, still being in contention with, things left and needing some help, but contention with a couple games to go. I mean, how do you feel about that, and how you guys have been able to still, with an up and down season, having some winning streaks and the success you guys have being able to do that?
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point it's about trying to control what you can control. That's our next 3 days of practice. That's how we play on Saturday against NKU to give ourselves the best possible chance to be inside that top 4 and host a home game. And then you're hoping, obviously, to get some help and still have a chance to be a co-regular season champ. There's certainly some pretty significant scenarios that have to play out for us to do that. But it starts with us taking care of our business on Saturday and trying to control what we can control.
I know you probably can't talk much, Ethan, with all that. EJ kind of just.
Yeah, just still trying to get healthy. He's fighting in sickness, and just going to have to give his body and the medicine time to work.
Is that I don't want to say obviously it's a concern, but he kind of, he's not with the team, so you don't have to worry about anything like that at all, spreading.
No. We're EJ's dealing with doctors and his family right now, and just certainly just trying to get healthy.
You guys have the prior experience earlier this season of playing that 2 games without him, and he had the lower leg injury. How much did it help that you guys you played games without him? That what you guys have to do without him, going forward, and obviously these last couple games as well.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting, Neil. It's really the same teams that we played without him the first time are the same teams that we're playing without him now. Milwaukee, Green Bay, NKU, all 3 games that he missed when he had his leg injury. So again, it's a next man up mentality. Everybody's got to raise their game when you're playing potentially without your leading scorer. Everybody from coaches to players, we've all got to raise our level and go out and do what we need to do to try to give ourselves the best chance to win. But it's going to take a collective effort. We're going to have to play really well. NKU, tough place to play. We've had some battles down there the last couple of years of overtime games, double overtime games. So we'll have to be really good to get down there and get out of there with a win.
How important is it for coaches and players to get away from the gym? I know you gave them off yesterday, I think, you said that Sunday. Just for them to get away from that.
Yeah, I think this time of year, as important as practicing and scheming and X and O's, obviously those things are extremely important. But you got to have fresh minds, you got to have fresh bodies to the best of your capabilities, and that's something that I learned from Jared. We've tried to do that late in the year to make sure that we're giving guys time to heal their bodies, be fresh mentally. We took yesterday off. We did skill workouts today. And what's nice about this week is we're still going to have 3 days to practice, and get ready to play the game. All weeks aren't like that, but we're certainly prioritizing, our bodies are having fresh minds this time of year. Again, you're not practicing that long anyway, even when you're on the floor. For us, it's about an hour and 15 minutes this time of year. So really, you're relying on the foundation that is already in place from the months of reps of what we're trying to accomplish.
With DJ being a senior and not being able to be there on senior day on Sunday, obviously not being able to play these couple games, like, for him, but as a guy like that, is it frustrating that he can't, go out on top the way he wants to?
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly disappointing for him, and disappointing that from a coaching standpoint to see a guy not to get to play on his senior day. I mean, I think any player, any coach would say the same thing about that. But again, it's EJ's thing is what it is. Obviously, his health is the most important thing right now for him and for our team. It's about everybody raising their level of play to combat how important he is to our team.
It's been a while since you've seen him KU. What have you seen differently from him?
Yeah, I mean it's much of the same, Austin. What's going to be critical in this game is being able to attack their matchup zone, being able to take care of the basketball, not give them extra possessions with turnovers, which they do very very well defensively. And then they've got some real weapons offensively. Trey Robinson, an all-league player. Josh Dillings is playing very, very well. We go up and down the line about their personnel, but again, difficult place to play. We got to play very, very well.
And unrelated to what, this week, the Northern Illinois is going to join, if everything goes through.
Sure.
Thoughts on that, Ethan?
Yeah, I mean, it gives our league balance again, right? That'll take us back to having a 12-team league. It'll be interesting to see how the league decides to go with scheduling and different things like that. But to be honest with you, obviously no. We've seen the reports, haven't put a ton of thought into it, trying to get ready for this weekend and finish up this season strong. Make sure we're doing everything we can to put our guys in a good position to have success this week.
Did you guys have a good mindset? I mean, Sunday was kind of a weird game.
Yeah.
After a good game on Friday. So are they in the right mindset for this game?
Yeah, and I mean, I think we know what we're playing for here. They know how important this game is. Again, we have a ton of respect for NKU's program and what they've been able to do inside this league over the last several years. So again, we're going down there to try to play the best basketball we can play. We're going to try to prepare the best that we can prepare this week to give ourselves the best chance to win that game. And then again, if we can control what we can control and come out of there with the win, at this point the chips will fall as they may, and we got to get ready to either host a first-round game or get ready to go on the road.
But to know you don't have to play Tuesdays kind of.
Yeah, it's interesting, Danny, because if you think about our last couple weeks, man, we've really had more time off than most of the teams in our league. So I always go back and forth. Is it better to have all that time off? Obviously, last year, we had the time off and got to bye and didn't play our best basketball on that Thursday. So it's you think about it as a coach from every angle, right? But obviously for us to be able to get a home game, we feel like that's certainly important. We want to be able to play in front of our fans one more time, play in our gym one more time. And again, that's gonna be decided here this week. And I keep saying that we gotta do what we can control, and that's focus on trying to prepare the right way and play the game the right way on Saturday.
And for a guy like Juwan, I mean, coming out of a JUCO program, didn't necessarily start the year, but then moved into the starting lineup and has been a mainstay for you guys since then. Obviously, a week ago, a career high, scoring games. And what have you kind of seen from him just throughout this season as to where he was when you guys first, brought him here to, where he's at now?
Yeah, Juwan's had a great year. Really, really proud of him and the improvements that he's made. Super important to our team. Does a lot for us on both ends of the floor. Going to need him to continue to play well to give us our best chance to win.
The last two games, team was open up in that starting role. What did you like from him, and how do you kind of use him Saturday at NKU?
Yeah, it seems shooting the ball great, and that's what we need him to do. We need him to make shots for us. I think he's up to 50% from three in the league. Really, really shooting the ball well. But Seam gives us size on the defensive end of the floor. He plays with toughness on the defensive end of the floor. Again, those things are invaluable for us, especially when you're shorthanded and you may not have a guy that's going to be counted on heavily. So, again, Seam's another guy. We need him to be really, really good this weekend to give ourselves the best chance to win.
What about somebody like Gabe? Obviously, the freshman last year was still kind of maybe a little rough around the edges, but from, to this year now leading the country in blocks. developing his explorer, developing his coach game, kind of what have you seen from him and his growth, now towards the end of his sophomore season?
Yeah, I mean, what Gabe gives us, there's very few teams in the country that has that. Leads the country in block shots, defends the rim better than anybody in the country. His last 2 weeks of basketball has probably been, maybe his best 2 week stretch of his career in terms of what he's given us on both sides of the ball. And as I've told Gabe over and over, his whole thing is aggression. Right, we have to have him playing aggressively on both ends of the floor. Offensively, that's going after offensive rebounds. That's getting out of ball screens with aggression. When he catches it on the block, aggressive to create advantages, whether that's for him to score or for him to create offense for somebody else. But I think Gabe is the defensive player of the year in the league, and I think he's just continued to get better and better, and he's playing some really good basketball, doing some great stuff for us right now, and giving us a great offensive punch as well.